yeah, oh yeah. Mandato. They're just saying I am leg. Mandato. Let's turn that shit down. All right, now. Before I do that, you're listening to the Toonami Intruder 3 OST. But make no mistake, it's your ferocious fox, Fox Ferocious. I'm back yet again. How are you? We're gonna make this real simple for you kiddies. Let me fix something real quick. Actually, hold on a second. I need to switch studio mode. I need to hold on. Give me a second. I'm gonna mute myself so I can talk to myself. Okay. Where's the switch button? Oh, it's up there. But yeah, guys, I just switched my windows over. So it's your first Fox Ferocious. We're gonna watch some gaming YouTube content. I just want to try my hand at some commentary because I haven't done that in a minute, and I need to get back used to it. So, without further ado, we're about to get started. If you like this video, like this video. If you don't, then dislike it. And if you have any comments, just comment, because all of those words mean something. They mean something. Let's see what's up here, man. There's an attitude retrospective. I'm on Afro, Markiplier playing games. I'm gonna be a little self-aggrandizing here. And let's start with Sir D-Star. Oh my God, in Astro World. All right. This was a part of the Chasmanian gaming mob that we did the other day.
Hey man, I want me one.
At home.
We're playing.
And let me talk about it some more so then it can raise the price up.
Yeah,
They were cheating. We were talking about tiny homes at first.
Oh, the big got me a house. I was just about
Let's spread awareness. Anytime two of my friends get on the team,
tiny house or
they just start
something nice.
things in the game just start happening that don't make any sense.
Where my character?
And I got the Diet Dr. Pepper on deck. Look at all those D's. Sir D-Star, the great D-Star.
Man, come on.
Oh man, the shark looked
I
kind of
don't
cool.
want to get my stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
The shark looked kind of cool. No, it didn't. Look at this man. Look at this man, bro. They put some glasses on him to pity him. Yes, he look a fool. He looks worse with the glasses on. Somehow, Sir D-Star, he got this character, and he just be
I'm the magic cat.
somehow
I just got
hitting everything that he throws. Just about, you know, every time he throws a punch, somebody's getting hit. Like he knocked the duck out just now, I think. Let me go back. Let me see if he knocked this duck out for real, because I was trying to knock the duck out.
Let him die. Don't let
Yeah,
him get up.
maybe it was the arrow. I think it was him though. I think it was him. Sir D-Star be cheating. Look at this man.
Nope.
Launched.
Hey, what's up there?
Y'all ain't right.
He be jumping with the punch. This game is so ugly, bro.
It was time to go.
Drunk controls the game.
Oh my God.
I'm petty today.
I think this is the longest D-Star went without hitting anybody except me. Oh no, he didn't hit me. I was trying to shoot. I'm the cat in the blue. I look like I'm Doctor Strange's magic cat. And I'm sitting here trying to shoot this man with the freaking taser, and this man started throwing the taser around. You can hear me
Who started shooting?
growling.
Who started shooting?
That man went
Game
far.
boy. Game boy.
It's not right.
I just got some good stuff, man. As soon as I finally picked it up,
That's how it always
so I
is.
got it. Bow. Man, charged up the arrow.
There were a couple BS times in this one. Like at one point, I was in this area over here. I don't know if you can see my mouse. I was in the green area over there, and somebody else was with me. They went deeper, but I died. I'm like, bro, well, how come I get with the poison? I'm not trying to get down with the sickness, but it was disturbing.
That doesn't do nothing.
Young Sykes be going in, bro.
I'm sick of it. I want to pet. Oh.
Yo, every time Game Boy Color gets the bat or a he knocked everybody out. Game Boy Color gets the bat or the shotty, essentially the projectile. It's just bad news for everybody involved, including himself. Apparently. How he knock him out while getting knocked out?
I'm still alive. I didn't throw nothing.
Holy shit.
I thought you threw him.
Clean.
What's going on, D-Star?
No.
Hey, chill.
What
Yo,
just
we got
happened?
me clean the hell out. What the
I
fuck?
saw that.
What?
God.
Who hit me?
Oh, it was Game Boy. This man trying to sweep him off with the.
Get up, you thought, AI, you thought.
Kaboom.
Get up, Ducky, get up. Get up, Ducky.
He trying to throw him. He trying to toss him off of that jump. These somersaults be killing me.
Yeah, sit on banana peel.
Bring your earth.
Yeah,
How you
period.
throw niggas?
I should not get that shit hard. That motherfucking tree is going
Wow.
ham.
Oh,
God damn.
He just knocked me off screen.
Like,
Dang.
man, that computer got it.
I mean, and then I come back and get knocked out again. Why do y'all disrespect the Sorcerer Supreme
How you
so
throw
much,
niggas?
bro?
I should not get that shit hard. That motherfucking tree is going ham. God
I'm putting this in slow motion.
fucking-
This is disrespectful.
I should not get that shit
Look at me, bro.
hard. That motherfucking
Bow. Look at that.
ham.
You don't even really hit me.
You-
And was asleep. Got up, slipped on a banana peel, and then I get up, get knocked out immediately by the same freaking duck. It's just not right, bro.
And that computer got
This game is the devil.
Y'all lying, man.
Make that
Ah!
no.
Back up.
Look at
What the?
his ass. His ass.
And this man's waited. I can't throw the brick. Okay, I did it. I didn't notice that I hit him, but then I got knocked out immediately somehow.
There, get the middle. There, go up. Go up. Run there, run. No.
It just amounts to running around each other, pressing the square button rapidly.
Get up, duck.
Run there, get the middle.
Bruh.
Oh.
See, he was nowhere near the green.
Get up, ducky. No!
Fucking shit.
He was
Let's
nowhere
get
near that ish.
Fucking piece of shit. No,
Bruh.
let me go, bitch. Let me go.
No. We ain't doing
It just looks like a bunch of critters
Minute.
hold hands.
What the deal?
Get off me, boy.
And these AI players, they just immediately. This game, when you play, you realize picking up people is not easy. They just kind of like struggle to get them up, and then the person gets out of your grip. The AI players, they pick you up as if it's the easiest thing in the world. They just, and they got you. It's weird to me.
This man right here.
Climb up, you can do it.
And smacked twice. I was like, please don't hit me off of this mug while I'm.
Oh!
Hey, how'd you get froze? Oh, somebody got
Yeah.
the freeze beam.
Get ready.
Get up!
Give me the.
These L by mine.
Oh! Damn!
Young fat.
Get up, ducky.
Young
Get up.
fat. Get off me, young fat. Get off me, young fat.
He freezing everybody.
This man with the
Get up,
freeze
Ducky Mama.
gun.
Come on, Ducky Mama.
Kill the dinosaurs.
I popped you in the head with the.
Ooh, kaboom! Go back to sleep.
Thank God. Get out of here.
Man, D-Star can't even get up, man.
What?
Dude,
If you thought you was gonna get rid of me like that, you crazy.
I was aiming for Game Boy Color for the record.
Game Boy Color chose violence.
D-Star has not been able to get up for the last 2 minutes, bro.
No! Get up, Duck! Ah,
Oh, here. Come here. Oh, shit. No! Run!
Oh! Good. Ooh.
Wow.
Thought they must have
Soft
knocked me out.
God.
They really counted that as freeze. That's messed up.
Fuck
Get
out
up,
of here.
Ducky.
Get there, get
Sleep.
fucking
This game is actually kind of cruel.
The closest you gonna get.
These kids getting gassed.
Let's go get. Yeah! Let's go, man.
Animals getting gassed.
Yeah. Let's fucking go.
All right, let's see. Let's move ahead.
Oh, shit.
I want to go to the
Get
other,
the chopper,
Uh-oh.
there. No,
Oh.
the chopper.
Off the fox. Ah, Jesus. Why are you the only person I can hit?
Get out of there, Chris.
Wait. I get that.
Tailspin, bro.
No, fuck this shit.
Uh-oh. The wrong thing.
Motherfucking ass.
In Astro World. Woo. After this, we're gonna get on some. I just want to watch some gaming videos, man. I'm kind of tired.
What's going
I
on
just
with
got
the,
done
with
driving.
Twitch? Why is our
I need to
cameras
start
not
doing these
on?
streams first thing in the morning because
That's negative edge.
if I leave the house and drive, all my energy just gets spent on yelling
Camera
at
off. Just
people
looking
that
the
can't
screen.
hear
Our
me.
camera's not up.
Ain't no, these,
Oh!
Bro, pick up what I told you to pick up.
Get up, Duck.
I'm coming.
Hey, chill, young sight. Uh-oh.
Whoa,
Uh-oh. That boy
I think I
got
saw those
me.
nunchucks in 3D,
Damn, dude, hit me.
and I saw him get that shovel, and I was like,
Man,
oh
stay getting the
Lord.
strap, man.
Yeah, that's what you get, AI player.
You ain't gonna go far. You keep doing that. Look at you. Knocked out.
Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up.
Hey,
Back
look
up.
on that banana peel I just threw.
Come here, boy.
Who everybody going, bro? He just got cut up.
You coming with me?
Cause it's cold. Y'all outside.
Cause it's cold.
He the only survivor.
Yeah, I'm a soul survivor, baby. Let's go.
I didn't even know ice could get on that mower.
Bro. Oh my god. The ruthlessness of this shot. I mean, wasted no time. Said go. D-Star said, I see you. I see you, Black Rose.
Ice could get on that mower.
Bow. Sleep. Crazy, bro. Sleep again. Did I just knock him out? AI Duck just ran off of the plane.
Get my shit. Get my scrap.
I wish in this game, I wish that there was a way after you get off, basically. Okay, I'm gonna restart that sentence. After you get off in this game, you can throw things into the arena, like fish, bananas, and
That
bombs.
man went towards the danger.
And I wish
All for
after
me.
that, I wish you could fill up the meter
Grab on to something.
faster,
Go get.
so you could just bombard the stage
trying.
with items, so we can get the
I'm trying. It's two of them.
so we can get the round over with. Oh, hey yo, the way Young Sykes fell off of that joint, that sounded real.
I'm trying. I'm trying. It's two of them. It's two of them.
And my partner was like, "Come on, you gotta defeat him." And I was like, "I'm getting jumped. One is enough."
No.
Damn,
Get my shit. Get my shit.
I mean, molly-whopping.
Oh no. Help.
I just get out of the way. I like that. That character is for dodging for me.
Whoa. How am I? This game sucks.
Oh. Yeah,
This game
let
sucks.
that be right.
This game sucks as Darius is flying off of the plane. I'm turning that up.
Whoa. How am I? This game sucks.
Oh.
This game sucks.
That yell is legendary.
This game sucks.
This dude snake in the strap, dog. Y'all
Face.
What just happened over there?
Get back.
snake in the strap, dog. Y'all snake in.
The shark just broke dance off of the plane.
It's like I kick y'all in the face. On the thing, it makes contact, and it doesn't do anything.
Dude, I don't understand
What's
it.
going on?
If you could see what was happening,
I'm kicking you in the face.
I mean, that he get hit, that bending backwards. You're supposed to get knocked out when you get hit in the face.
You
in this
gotta
game.
bonk him with it.
Damn
You
it.
need to get the fish
That's
or the
BS.
bomb to bonk somebody with.
Get the strap out.
But I'm able to hit my teammate somehow. I don't know how that works. Look at how slow it is to refill these dots at the bottom. I wish this was faster, just a little bit.
So you might want to grab. Hold on.
Wow, bro, he got that man off of there.
They're about to descend, so you might want to grab. Hold on.
He launched that man.
Good night. He launched that
He
man.
launched that man.
I thought they was finna give it to D-Star and Young Sykes.
Yep, what's up? Damn. You too, Chris?
Oh my gosh.
They got my ass. They got my funky ass.
Yeah.
D-Star got himself.
Fuck you.
I'm just gonna keep it.
I wonder if there's a way for me to watch this with people. Watch YouTube videos with people. Like,
Who do that
on
to you?
No,
time,
you ain't
same
forget my
time.
teammate. You ain't forget my
Yes.
teammate. No!
Yes, Doug.
How does that
Oh,
banana
shit.
just glide all over her face?
Pick up that.
Oh! damn.
Everybody's getting it.
Wait, you mean? Look at you.
Okay. Are you seeing me over there?
Look at you.
Are you seeing me over there?
Wait, you mean?
I just popped that Daffy Duck looking dude, off-brand Daffy Duck, in the face with that bat just now, and it did nothing. Look, foul. It went straight through him. There could be a little lag there. If I didn't hit him that time, I definitely hit him this time. I hit his leg. He's still moving as if I didn't just smack him with a bat. And then now I'm just swinging. And knowing my luck, he's going to hit me first. Yeah, that didn't even make sense, bro. Look. All right. Look. Somehow he... Did he kick me? He headbutted my chest after I smacked him in the back of the head with a bat, and they knocked me out. I wasn't doing nothing. It's crazy.
Get up, man.
What? But I can hit my teammate.
Get this duck. This duck gotta go, yo.
Come here.
He started back. Oh, because he's mad that the AI did not take me out. Oh,
Good. Come here.
Hey, why you still living?
that's why they be putting the AI on here, man. And so they can be a distraction while they do nefarious deeds behind your back.
No,
Man did a dive kick off that hole.
Where you going? Let go. Let go. You can't hold me. Let go.
Why the
I hate
AI
it.
player helping you? He ain't on your team.
As soon as I get off stream, I'm gonna stop yawning. It's
I
gonna
think
piss
it's
me off.
something y'all know about this game that I don't.
Yes, you fool.
Put that down.
That ball right.
Put that down.
Fuck you too, man.
Who's holding me?
And yeah, my partner just started holding on to me. I'm like, this dude has an ice gun. If you hold on to me, he's gonna get us both, and that's exactly what happened.
Now, why did you grab me?
Sorry, okay? This is the equivalent of when you killed me the last game.
And it has nothing to do with the last game because this is the game-winning game for them. So you just like gave them that for no reason. This didn't make any sense. All right. We're gonna move on to some actual like history. Fair use. There's this one here. Lethal Company. Let's do this dude did WWF Attitude Game and also another WWE game that I'm not seeing in the suggested where it should be. He did Warzone on the PS1 and WWF Attitude. So I kind of want to watch this real quick, man. Oh, man. Why is it when this shit comes on? Why did I wait until 7? I'm going to get up in the morning and stream, dude. I'm telling you. This is not it. Head over to Attitude. Raw 2. He has a Raw 2 giant. I don't know where it is, man. Is it in your stuff? Asking y'all like y'all know.
We're gonna get into the
like this y'all
negativity
video or
right at
something.
the top, I guess.
I'm just gonna look up Warzone on his channel. Warzone.
The following video is brought to you in part by the amazing Patreon producers you see before you. If you'd like to show your support, you can do so at patreon.com/616entertainment. Your support means the world to me, and I love you so much. Now let's get to it. Have you ever stopped and thought about just how much professional wrestling has evolved over the last 50 plus years?
Yeah, kind of.
Today we've got 7 hours of weekly WWE programming on cable television stretched across 3 distinct brands. All Elite Wrestling recently joined the party with a TV series of their own, featuring established stars alongside brand new faces in what is the first real alternative to WWE in years. That's today, but let's turn back the clock a little bit. In the 1960s, Vern Gagne held the AWA World Championship for over 7 years straight, regularly colliding with the likes of Mad Dog Vachon and Dick the Bruiser. On the other side of the
Dick the
country, we
Bruiser?
saw Hall of Famer Bruno Sammartino reign as the WWF champion for 8 years
What?
before finally losing the title to Ivan Koloff in 1971. In the mid-'80s, Hulkamania was running wild. There wasn't a kid in the world
Oh,
who
that
wasn't
was for
saying their
copyright.
prayers and
He's
eating their
sensitive
vitamins
for
on a daily
copyright.
basis in support of their hero, Hulk Hogan. The 80s slowly gave way to the 90s, though, where many of the colorful, silly, downright
Doink.
ridiculous characters in the industry were put to rest in favor of more realistic, grounded, hard-hitting competitors and storylines. World Championship Wrestling hit its peak on the shoulders of Sting's feud with the NWO and Goldberg's incredible undefeated streak. The World Wrestling
Something
Federation
about that smoky arena, bro. Like the smokiness of the arena back in the
pushed
day.
the envelope further and further every
nostalgic.
week. Between D-Generation X's sophomoric antics and Sable's interesting attires, it was clear as day. Professional wrestling had undergone a dynamic evolution.
Bro, look at Vince.
But pro
Acting
wrestling
like he
wasn't
and X
the
had to put
only
that on.
medium of entertainment evolving at a rapid pace. Back when Nick Bockwinkel won his first AWA World title in 1975, video games looked like this. The Magnavox Odyssey was the first ever home video game console, and most of you watching this weren't a twinkle in your parents' eye at the time of its release. Fast forward 10 years to Hulk Hogan's first WWF Championship victory, and The Legend of Zelda and Castlevania are blowing the minds of anyone who comes in contact with a controller. Tack on almost 10 more years, why not?
This dude
Hulk Hogan
went
is
way
still in the
back.
title picture, and the WWF have their very own
Get your watch
16-bit
time, King.
video games on the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. At the time, we all thought these titles were a blast, mostly because we didn't know what was just around the corner. The video games and pro wrestling evolutionary tracks were practically neck and neck heading into the late 90s, and that was not a bad thing. The wrestlers we loved to watch throw down week in and week out began to show more depth to
That's
their
a lot of
character.
Superman.
Sting was no longer just the brightly colored guy who would scream into the crowd.
Whoa.
He became a
That is a lot of Superman. And then he got the Man of Steel poster. Then Superman thing. That's a lot of Superman for a channel called 616.
dark, brooding, silent guardian of all things sacred in WCW. Just as the heroes and villains we cheered and booed began to show just how three-dimensional they were, so too did the video games that followed. WCW hit the 3D scene long before the WWF. WCW vs. the World released exclusively on the PlayStation in 1997, and the Nintendo 64 title, WCW vs. NWO World Tour, was not far behind. The World Wrestling Federation's previous two games,
Wearing mittens.
WrestleMania, the arcade game, and In Your House, weren't exactly what most fans were looking for. While WCW's offerings felt very close to the action we've become accustomed to seeing every week on television, the WWF's games looked more like a non-violent fusion of pro wrestling and Mortal Kombat. I'm not saying these games are terrible or anything, they have their charm, but think about it like this. Would you be satisfied if the only WWE game on the market was WWE Immortals? No,
Bro.
you wouldn't. The WWF's transition into the third dimension didn't come along after a new developer stepped in and shook things up. Iguana West, who would later be renamed to Acclaim Studios Salt Lake City, had been the team behind the World Wrestling Federation's video games dating all the way back to 1992's WWF Superstars 2 on the Game Boy.
There was a. Well, I get it was LJN. No wonder. I was gonna say there was a wrestling game on the Game Boy, but if it's LJN, I think I'm good on it.
Back then, Iguana West were called Sculptured Software. Look, I know, these guys changed their name like 4 fucking times. What do you want me to do about it? The entirety of 1997 came and went without a single
Fireballs.
WWF game to hit the market, but Iguana were hard at work. The 2D days of Royal Rumble and Raw were officially behind us. As the summer of 1998 rolled around, we were mere days away from entering the war zone.
You want to do what I do for a living, son? Then step into the WWF war zone.
Wait a
Go
minute.
ahead, create your own.
You want to do what you want to do what I do for a living, son? Didn't nobody get paid for playing WWF Warzone except for the people that tested it. And boy, you could argue if that was actually pay or not.
wrestler. Just another victim for Stone Cold to take out. 4-player action, 4 more kicked. A piece of trash like you is gonna get in the steel cage with me? All the moves in the world won't mean jack when you meet the Stone Cold Stunner. You wanna survive WWF Warzone? Stay away from me. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
That is wild,
Acclaimed
bro.
Sports.
Before we get
That they used him walking up the ramp saying, and that's the bottom line, even though that's
You wanna
crazy.
survive WWF Warzone? Stay away from me.
Because the people watching the cartoon, the people watching the commercial, when he says that right there, that's like he actually said it right there. Clearly, it's not.
That's the bottom line.
It's
'Cause
crazy.
Stone Cold said so. Acclaimed Sports.
Before we get too deep,
I
want to
just remember
address
this
something.
game
I
controlling
grew
like
up with
hot
Warzone.
garbage.
I played this shit out of this game back in 1998,
did
and most
not.
of the time I
I
had a
rented
blast.
this game.
It wasn't until I put out the history of SmackDown in 2017 that I found out how many of you guys hate this game. Some of you guys leave scathing comments about Warzone if I so much as mention it. There have also been times where I'll take a shot or two at Warzone here and there because it's not the best game in the world, and then the other side comes out and wants to burn me alive for pointing out one of its flaws.
Oh, wow.
At the very least, we know this. Warzone, at its core, could be the most divisive wrestling game ever released. The second we popped this disc into our PlayStation, it was clear we were in for a radical shift in direction.
Shit,
The
it's hot
colors
garbage.
and cascading logos from Royal Rumble were cool and all, but how in the hell can you beat a full motion video to open
Niggas
your
made,
game?
bruh.
Were cool
Folks
and
back in the day on wrestling game made a PowerPoint. That's a PowerPoint animation.
But how in the hell can you beat a full motion
They
video
didn't
to
have no
open your game?
graphics.
This intro is still awesome at the tail end of 2019. But back in 1997, my friends and I couldn't even contain ourselves.
Dude.
We were marking
Actual
out to
video.
the finishing moves and headbanging to the music like we were miniature Beavis and Buttheads. Just look at the winged eagle belt, man. Goodness me. Also, side note, this is the PlayStation version of the game, which is the version I grew up with. The Nintendo 64 wasn't as powerful a console and couldn't handle full motion video or CD quality music. So this introduction was sadly missing from that release. N64 kids, I'm sorry, you got the shit end of the stick here.
Yeah.
But you guys eventually got revenge and no
Yeah, we
mercy,
did.
and we didn't. So eat shit.
That's true.
At the main menu, you
That
might
is
be
true.
wondering, why the hell are we in this big ass warehouse? This seems random as hell.
But
It's not random at
a
all.
recreation.
These elevators, steel doors, and valve handles are pulled straight from the 1997 Raw intro.
Yep.
We're stepping into the war zone just like Stone Cold
They
Steve Austin
legit
is. And just
recreated
like
it.
Austin, we're looking to whoop someone's ass. Warzone offers 18 different wrestlers with which we can kick said ass. There are the obvious stars like The Undertaker, Kane, Stone Cold, and The Rock. But what the hell is Bret Hart doing here? Video games aren't made overnight, obviously. A tremendous amount of work goes into creating a functional game. But the Hitman
Why are they
had
remaking
signed
Last
his
of Us Part 2?
WCW contract and left the World Wrestling Federation under shitty circumstances more than half a year before Warzone hit store shelves. I guess Iguana figured, fuck it, it's Bret Hart. He's the excellence of execution, ship it. I mean, British Bulldog is here too, and he left at the same time. And that's not to mention Ahmed Johnson and Shawn Michaels, who left the WWF in February and March of 1998, about 4 months before the game
See?
shipped. Man, this roster was a bit of a time capsule before this thing was even released, wasn't it? If you want a closer look at our playable characters, you can head over to the Biographies menu. The highlighted wrestler's theme music plays while we get a chance to study their statistics and read about their backgrounds. How the fuck are these stats calculated anyway? WWE games have been
chains?
giving wrestlers overall ratings for more than a decade now, but they usually consist of a simple number between 1 and 100.
Folks got
Warzone rates
chains.
competitors out of chain links?
Making his way to the ring from Manchester, England, he stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at
none of that.
253 pounds, with a strength rating of 5.5 chain links, the British
5.5 chain
Bulldog.
links.
How fucking stupid is that? And how many chain links can fit in this box? 6.5? And hold on, why don't these chains at least all start from the beginning of a new link? These fucking boxes begin and end wherever they want on these arbitrary chains. Let's move on. This is madness. I can't talk about the biography screen for this whole goddamn video. That's ridiculous. It feels like 10 minutes ago now I mentioned clicking
They
to the screen
just-
for the arbitrary
Like they're trying to
new
explain
link.
something to
These
you.
fucking boxes begin and end wherever they want on these arbitrary chains. Let's move on. This is madness. I can't talk about the biography
Look at
screen for
Farouk.
this whole goddamn video. That's ridiculous. It feels like 10 minutes ago now I mentioned
Like
kicking
they
some
rapping.
ass, so let's get to it. What's the first thing anybody does for their introductory match in a new wrestling game? You go to exhibition mode, right? You put together a match you want to see and get the feel for the controls. I'm going to be Kane and I want to fight... Oh, never mind.
Yep.
We don't get to choose our
randomize.
The game books our competition for us.
It's crazy.
That's weird. We do get these sweet pre-match graphics though, which is pretty cool. Anyone who has ever played Warzone before knows exactly what I'm about to go into. But if you've never played this one, I feel the need to let you know up front, when it comes to controls, Warzone is my balls. Nearly everyone stands and walks around in the exact same pose. They look like they're waiting to get their photo taken from a local amateur wrestling tournament. Where they got this shit from, who knows, but it's not a good look. The gameplay itself is strange in an entirely different way. To set the scene, let's first take a look at WCW's biggest game from the same time period, WCW NWO Revenge. Let's say you want to nail a big move. The A button initiates a grapple, and the A and B buttons offer several different slams and strikes from there. Easy, right? Now back to Warzone. If you want to pull off a Samoan drop as The Rock, you just have to stand directly in front of your opponent and enter left, up, circle in quick succession.
What the fuck is this? Am I playing Mortal Kombat or a WWF game?
All of the moves are like this, and some are more complicated than others. For instance, Kane's chokeslam can be activated outside a grapple with left-left triangle. Using the circle button will initiate a grapple, where the chokeslam has now become tied to left-right circle.
Hell no.
What the fuck does that mean? Why does it switch buttons?
If that's too much for you, I don't know how you intend to land a finisher. We're not just flicking the stick when our meter is full like we can in the WCW games, unfortunately. In Warzone, we've got to wear our opponent's health bar down from green to red, and from there, every finisher has its own unique button combination. We can hit the sweet chin music out of nowhere just like in real life. We've just got to remember that pulling it off requires us to quickly input right, down, up, and then press square and X at the same time.
How the fuck am I supposed to remember that? 5 buttons for one move? And every finisher has a different combination? This is for the birds. This is for the shits and for the birds.
The controls, in retrospect, are dog shit, it's true. But back then, we didn't really know any better. What we knew was we had a brand new 3D WWF game on our hands, and we played the shit out of it. It's super easy in retrospect, 21 years later. Holy fuck! I almost just had a heart attack.
25 years ago?
There's no way I'm that fucking old. I'm gonna call the fucking cops.
911 emergency, how can I help you?
Hi, yeah, are you aware that WWF Warzone came out 21 years ago?
Sir, that can't be right.
No, that's what I said, but I looked into it. I'm pretty sure it's true.
Rick, this guy says Warzone came out 21 years ago. It did, June of 1998. Get the fuck out of here!
It would have been really easy for Iguana to pump Warzone out bare bones, with no bells and whistles. They could have simply
look at these the fireworks.
Leaned on the new graphics, but they didn't. We've got singles matches and tag team matches, of course, but we can't sleep on the weapons match. This is before hardcore was added to the WWF lexicon, if you were wondering. We can't go searching under the ring for weapons, but we don't have to, as the fans themselves toss everything from steel chairs to television sets into the ring for us to pummel our poor opponents with. I mean, I assume it's the fans throwing these things. Maybe it's the god of wrestling himself trying to create a little anarchy. My absolute favorite part of a weapons match is that sometimes, only sometimes, there's a table in the corner of the ringside area. I'm not joking when I say I'd start a weapons match, and if there was no table, I'd quit and restart. No table, no deal. It's not all about the weapons, though. Warzone was the first 3D wrestling game in history to feature a steel cage match, which is pretty cool. The sound of whipping your opponent into the deadly black bars is extremely satisfying. And who doesn't like to dive off the top of one of these sadistic structures? Do you notice anything weird, though? Maybe something missing? Where the fuck are the ropes and ring posts? These are the types of decisions that really make you wonder what the hell the thought process was here.
I just realized there were no turnbuckles.
Kane, British Bulldog, Owen Hart, and the rest of these bruisers is all well and good. But wouldn't it be nice if we could create our own wrestler? Oh wait, we can't.
Oh no.
Warzone is the first 3D wrestling game to ever feature a create a wrestler mode, which is kind of crazy to think about. And yeah, I said 3D wrestling game. I'm well aware the Fire Pro games pioneered CAW mode, but those are 2D, so settle down.
True.
I remember my first ever created character was named Mr. Showtime. I don't know why I called him that.
Showtime.
It's not even a great name, but that's where I landed.
Scorpion?
Commentary is a feature that would come and go in wrestling games between the late 90s and early 2000s. SmackDown Just Bring It had terrible commentary, but at least it was there. SmackDown Shut Your Mouth improved the feature big time, and then Here Comes the Pain took it out entirely. It's weird to think that we once had to wonder which wrestling games would and wouldn't feature color commentary. Who doesn't want to hear their favorite announcers in the broadcast booth? What's even weirder is that Warzone has Vince McMahon and JR sitting at the table, delivering commentary that may or may not be better than the current WWE games. Just listen to this.
We have a great match for our fans tonight.
Good God Almighty, it's Kane!
At nearly 7 feet, well over 300 pounds, he just might be unstoppable.
Pound for pound, Owen is considered one of the best technical wrestlers in the WWF.
He can do it all. He can take you out from any direction.
Owen Hart is out on his feet.
What a slam!
This is crazy.
Goes crazy.
Shamrock knows what they want to see.
Bro, he just pimp smacked it. What?
It's
Crazy.
Shamrock knows what they want to see.
Shamrock had this match.
It's anybody's match now.
Here's the pin.
Quick escape.
It's way too early. He flipped him with those flying head scissors.
JR and Vince sound just like they did on TV.
Dude,
the emotion is
this is
there.
crazy.
It really sounds like they're watching the action unfold right in front of them. Compare this to the more recent WWE games, where Michael Cole and the boys sound like they're reading off a script.
It's not great. Ace 3, what's good? I'm just watching.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. Big Show.
Yeah, this man sounds sleep.
Let's not forget John Cena last year. I wouldn't mind
Let's not forget John Cena last year. Like, bro, this is a
seeing that again.
this is a match.
That's amazing.
Completely devoid of the emotion they convey on weekly television.
What's good,
Warzone's
H3?
commentary is its
I just
high
wanted
point.
to do some commentary on some commentary. Get used to doing this. This is yeah, you said you used to play it, so you know this is Warzone.
For sure. And there's really no excuse as to why
Yeah.
our current WWE games
I've never owned this. I just rented this Joker, and I'm pretty sure I never rented it again, bruh.
can't deliver these same
This
caliber
came out the same
performances.
era as NWO, WCW Revenge.
Pile driver put him 6 feet under.
But
I ain't
lucky
have no
for
reason to
us,
play this
color
again.
commentary is not the only time we get to hear talent speak in this game.
You're the piece of the trash of the World Wrestling Federation could never be the championship material that I am. If you think you've got what it takes to put the choke chain on the British Bulldog, then think again. When I'm dealing with you, there better be enough of you to scrape off the floor when you feel the wrath of the Bulldog.
The Raw.
Warzone's main attraction is the
Eli
WWF
Roth.
Challenge mode. Here, we're presented with a stack of TVs, all
Dude,
of which
there was not
represent
that
an
many
opponent
wrestlers
standing
in
our
this
way.
game.
Defeating these jabronis earns us championship gold, and if we play our cards right, we'll be rewarded with unlockable content.
Bro, is that Rocky
namely the
Maivia
rights
down
to
there?
play as Dude Love and Cactus Jack. It's not a clear shot straight to the top, though. Every here and there, one of our defeated rivals will climb back
E?
up and challenge us to a grudge match.
Look at how, dude, look at the stunner.
Back up and challenge us to
Look at the stunner
Every
on
here and
this.
there, one of our defeated
He
rivals
just,
will climb back
huh,
up
that might
and
as well be a regular diamond cutter. You say you want to do commentary?
challenge us to a grudge
Yeah, it's
match.
I'm trying to learn to do more of those. It's a little less intensive than having to play a game every time. And when I end up watching these videos in my spare time, I end up doing commentary on them anyway. I be talking to myself watching these videos.
And there ain't no way you
Might as well stream it.
I'd also like to draw some attention to the crowd chants. Pulling off a number of high-impact moves in a row will get the butts out of the seats, and the audience's support offers the players
B?
shorter stun windows and bigger damage multipliers.
May just sat down with
I
it.
could get in there and wrestle with fans like these.
I always love this. As with any wrestling game I've ever played, there are several oddities
Bro, these firework effects is killing me, bro.
that stick out to me like a sore thumb. And no, I don't mean these oddities. We've already covered the ropeless cage matches and those god-awful generic poses, but what kind of downers is this referee on? Could he possibly count any slower?
That's one. Sweet chin music. The fans have totally lost it.
Who was it that said, every time a wrestler gets hit, I want them to grunt? Every single time, I mean it.
Great form.
folks having a boo-boo time.
What's up with the blood flying from your opponent's head after a shot from a weapon, but they don't
B?
actually bleed themselves? Where the hell did that blood come from?
His
I covered
mouth.
at the beginning of this video that WWF Warzone is extremely
time.
divisive. You're either like
What?
me, somebody who has great WWF...
Bruh. Oh
hell
my
did that
God,
blood
that
come
shooting star press.
covered it-
Dude, if you could do a shooting star press back up into a standing position, that is crazy. You say too ugly. Man, this is what we had, H3. This is what we
beginning of
had,
this video
man.
that WWF Warzone
This, oh man, I gotta see this. I mean, it's, look at this man. I mean, he was like straight. That was like perfect
You're
form.
either like me, somebody who has great memories from 1998, but can see how this title hasn't exactly aged well, or you're on the other side, somebody who would rather walk on thumbtacks than come within 50 feet of this game. I've got a theory on this one, actually. I feel
Total
like most
blowout.
people who
What does
hate
that
this
even
game
mean?
Played it many years after it came out. If you're already well acquainted with the superior wrestlers like No Mercy and Revenge, sure, Warzone looks and plays like shit. in
And that's
comparison.
why.
But if you were there in
I was spoiled.
1998, experiencing this as the first ever 3D WWF game, odds are you had a good time. And wouldn't you know it, Warzone's review
The transfer to 3D is just like the transfer to HD, where like the developers are more concerned with, ooh, look at all these things we could do. Look at this cool stuff. This new, we can now move this way. You couldn't do that because in 2D, you can't see things this way. So man, look at all this cool stuff instead of like making the game like replayable. They didn't get that until later. Same thing with HD. Look at how pretty everything looks. Oh, it's so great. Okay, now how do we like make this fun? And it's usually they ask that question after they've come out with 2 or 3 games.
reviews backed this theory up. GameSpot delivered an 8.6 out of 10, calling the game the best wrestling package ever released. and that it
8.6
shouldn't
out
be
of
missed
10?
by anyone with even a passing interest in wrestling. Game Revolution graded Warzone with an A-. IGN settled on an 8 out of 10. The proof is in the pudding, Dan Dans. In 1998, Warzone was a big deal. I certainly don't scream Warzone's praises from the rooftops, as the
Shit.
game doesn't really stand the test of time. The graphics are dated, the controls are overcomplicated and stiff, and wrestling games just a few years later would bury this one in terms of roster size and overall features.
Even
With
Attitude.
all that said, though,
And
I
Attitude
still
wasn't
never
great either.
forget the times I had with Warzone. Back in the summer of 1998, I was just a little WCW mark. I was overjoyed that Bret Hart was in the game, and I played with him nearly every time. I learned so much about the WWF and its superstars through this game. And in the bedroom or in my backyard, I'd be mimicking the finishing move animations from Warzone on my Sting Bash and Brawler.
Shit, we was just mimicking the actual live action show. Used to create wrestlers in every wrestling game. Oh yeah, the creator wrestler has been cool as a mug. I know, and I say this by modern day standards. Warzone and Attitude, it was like but back then that was the first 3D creator wrestler. So you probably like, yeah, I won't make a clown. I'll make a clown or whatever they got in here. You're gonna use it because you wouldn't be thinking about like there could be this many more moves or there could be this many more items.
May not be the greatest of all time,
Honestly,
or even
nowadays they keep doing this thing where each generation refresh, they end up taking things away. So they have to start from create a wrestler like almost from scratch every time. It's really
hear
weird.
that conversation. But if I'm feeling crazy, I'll step back into this Warzone any day of the week. That's gonna do it, Dan Dans. Thank you for tuning into another installment of Triangle X.
What's
Squared
up, D-Star?
Circle, the wrestling game.
The great D-Star is in the
I hope you
YouTube
enjoyed
Chizat.
this look back at 19.
All right, let's go on to Attitude because this was the reason I watched this one first is because in the beginning of this episode he was saying that I covered a lot of this stuff from Warzone. So let's see what he has to say different. He talked about Acclaim
wrestling
earlier.
games on the list to cover, and
How
I've
loud
even
is this?
considered going back and doing new retrospectives on games that I covered 6 and 7 years ago. You know, brand new videos with a whole
Okay.
new set of eyes. What do you think about
Definitely,
that?
I am
Let me
strict.
know down in the comments.
I'm
Hell,
not streaming.
Still trying to hit the remaining goals
All right,
on the
brother.
Patreon support.
He got his Patreon,
project.
folks.
Fox Pro Patreon at any level you
Cool Patreon
but enough,
animations.
and you watch the Triangle X Squared Circle.
Yeah.
Don't know anything about the acclaimed WWF games. To hit big moves here in Attitude. Already did. In the Warzone.
That is crazy to me
color.
still. You want to
I'm
do
gonna
a
because I already
choke
did.
stand, a choke slam, a choke stand, left triangle.
In
What?
the Warzone episode. So you can get all of that introductory knowledge right there. And that's actually a great jumping off point for this episode. WWF Attitude is barely
D-Star
a
been
sequel.
streaming too.
I'm
D-Star
sorry,
earlier
we're
I
gonna
was
get
playing
into the negativity right at the top.
earlier I was commentating some party animals footage from you.
I guess. WWF Attitude is not a great game by any means. The gameplay has barely, and I mean
This man just
barely
flew
evolved.
into his arms, man.
It's practically identical. And listen, the skeletal structure of
It's
the
polished.
gameplay mechanics is not something WWF Warzone is remembered fondly for. The frame rate is...
Bro, what is up with this sham? What is that? Is that a clothesline? This thing Shamrock does, he does this, and
WWF Warzone
what is this?
remembered fondly for.
Look, he about to pimp smack. It's like he pimp smacking him with the bottom of his hand. He does this. It's so weird.
The
B?
frame
What is that?
rate is shit. I'm just gonna call it like it is. The frame rate is
The
all
inside out.
over the place. The game often experiences slowdown for seemingly no reason.
It's because of all those
whatsoever.
wrestlers.
It's not like it only happens when there are 4 guys in the ring and the game can't handle it. No. In a normal one-on-one, we're oscillating back and forth between the low and high 20 frames per second.
Ain't got it too.
I don't think there's any real excuse for it. You know what? Let's make this episode of Triangle X Squared Circle special. Rather than using this entire video to focus on gameplay mechanics that are largely unchanged from the previous entry, let's get into the weirdness right here at the top. Because
They got
trust
all
me,
this Superman back here,
WWF
man.
Attitude is a weird game. Don't believe me? Here's an example.
Look at Stone Cold. Stone Cold look like he better start talking some mess to you right now.
In Warzone, Jim Ross and Vince McMahon would put the competitors over before a match.
Hello, everyone. I'm Vince McMahon. And I'm good old JR. It ought to be a great matchup.
Oh boy, Kane's here, and that's gonna be hell to pay.
The sky's the limit for this Crimson Beast.
Once a hero in the WWF, now Bret Hart is despised.
This isn't about popularity. He's the king of the hill.
Here in Attitude, the wrestlers add a little color to the experience.
I will destroy your body and claim your soul.
Oh yes, I know you want me.
You're asking,
That,
what's
bruh.
weird about this?
I don't think Goldust. I don't think Dustin came in to record that. That could be Dustin's voice, but
All right, you asked for it.
say y'all niggas need some tags.
Somewhere in Japan.
Tags have been deprioritized, except for hashtags. If you're not adding hashtags to your video, you definitely should. They have deprioritized tags to be like misspellings. But then, at the same time, they tell us that and then rank your video on YouTube search results, which gives you more views. So why are they telling people to stop putting tags in their videos? It's odd to me. Anyway.
A woman gives birth to a baby every 4 seconds. I'm going to go over there and find that woman and put a stop to it.
What the fuck does that mean?
Jerry?
Hey, you know, statistics prove that somewhere in Japan, a woman gives birth to a baby every 4 seconds. I'm going to go over there and find that woman and put a stop to it.
What the fuck does that mean? No, seriously, do you know? Anybody watching this
Memphis.
video right now, do you have any
Memphis.
idea what Jerry Lawler is talking about? Why would he say this?
He
What
don't
does
even
this
remember that
have
he
to
said
do
that,
with
bro.
anything?
I'ma find
it's
him
a weird
and
thing
play
to
that
talk
for him.
about in any setting, but let's just say it's true. Let's say the king was backstage reading a
Bruh.
medical
I'm going to find Jerry Lawler. Be like, brother, you remember saying this? What is this?
journal and he brought his thoughts to the ring. Why is he upset about it? Why is he standing across from his opponent? The bell rings, and what's on his mind is, I gotta go to Japan and stop that woman from having kids. I am genuinely bewildered by this whole thing, but we gotta
He's
move
3.
on. We just gotta move on. Create a Wrestler is certainly deeper here in attitude
he was
than in the
adamant.
previous title.
I'm gonna put a stop
Give
to
him
it.
That much. We've got many more options.
See, these
in the
costumes are
outfits
great. I remember
department,
this.
And we can adjust the colors of pretty much everything.
Fish.
This is my guy. I wanted to name him Scuba Steve, but the announcers have the built-in name of Flood, so I wound up using that. Man, Flood would
And
be
see,
an
Foxy, hey, and see, they stopped doing this like for a while until the 360 and PS3 games, and I don't know why. I mean, they had some name. No, did they? They didn't bring this back that I saw. It might have been in the SmackDown games because I didn't play a lot of those back then. But Day of Reckoning 2, I saw they had the choosable names that they can announce. The 90s were built different.
awesome name for
We can go to Asia and put a stop to this woman having a baby.
Sea sort of character, wouldn't it?
Swag,
Anyway,
welcome
there
to the
are
ring.
a ton of custom theme songs and voices your character can use in this mode, and some of these songs are unspeakably strange.
I've had my eye on you.
Let's legislate. Yeah, I'm the governor. I'm the governor, baby. And I can take you home to my mansion.
I remember my buddy bathroom.
It's not even in key. the what? What?
I'm the governor, baby.
I'm the governor, baby.
And I can take you home to my mansion.
I remember my buddy Bathroom Money Tim Ewers would play the opening lines of this.
Hey man, we're gonna have to go through those. We're gonna have to go through every one of those songs at some point. We're gonna see what we can. Ain't nobody gonna copyright strike them. Just ain't nobody gonna come and say that I remixed those illegally.
Going over and over. Based
Nobody
simply
cares.
on the fact that it sounds like the woman says, "Lick my boobs."
On your knees! Lick my boots!
Clearly, it's "Lick my boots." And
My
we were
boobs.
much too young at the time to realize that this entire song is a sex fetish sort of
Hurt
thing.
Me Please is the
That
name
went
of the
right
song.
over our little 8-year-old heads. Man, we should not have been playing this. There's a rumor that the voices your wrestler can use were provided by Road Dogg, but I find that hard to believe.
Timber! Banzai! Thank you for your tax dollars! Sit back and watch my greatness! Silence in the court!
Let us touch on, for just a minute, the butt bangers.
Do any of those sound like Road Dogg to you?
To this game,
Bigger is better! Pin me and pin
Bro,
me!
wait a minute. They got Big Mike. They got Dandelion in here, man.
To you?
And it's not even because of the name. It's the fact that it's the name and then what dude said. You can't tell me you don't hear Dandelion saying what Fat Boy is saying. He says bigger is better. And it sounds like Queen from One Piece.
Bangers.
Better!
Any
Hold
of
on.
those sound like Road Dogg to you?
Bigger is better! Pin me and pay me!
I've also read that the characters these voices belonged to were supposed to be in the game. They would serve as jobbers in the early goings of career mode, but were cut for some unknown reason. Do you believe me that WWF Attitude is a weird fucking game yet?
How?
This is Kane
How?
in real life in 1999. This is Kane in the video game. Look at his beautiful blue eyes. What happened here? Attitude is also the only video game in existence to feature Kane's original voice. For those who are too young and were not there at the time, the Big Red Machine did not always have a normal speaking voice.
Oh my god.
I was able to drop you on your head at SummerSlam.
The character couldn't speak at all for the first year of his existence, but in June of 1998, he was able to vocalize his feelings with the aid of an electronic voice box.
I will set myself on fire.
And wouldn't you know it, the voice box made
This is
its way
crazy.
into WWF.
I did not
Attitude.
remember this.
What the fuck was the Attitude Era, man?
What did he
What
just
the
say?
fuck? At this juncture, I'm officially going to nominate WWF Attitude as the weirdest wrestling game ever made. At the very least, it's the weirdest WWF game ever made. And from here on out, I'm not going to focus on the weirdness. We've got the insanity out of the way. Now we can zoom in on more normal wrestling game aspects.
Oh,
Are you ready for that? I hope so. Full entrances in
This
a
game
3D
is strange,
wrestling
bro.
game were pretty damn cool to see at the time.
me
And
like
several
this
of
video
them
before I forget.
really stand out amongst the bunch. Seeing the glass break for
Yeah, that's
Austin's
cool.
entrance is so cool, as this was only done a handful of times in real life. Undertaker's flaming torches are great, as is Kane's pyro in the ring. Something as simple as Edge hopping the guardrail was incredible at the time. Like, wow, he was in the crowd! It blew our minds. Similarly to Kane's voice box, this is the only video game to ever feature Shane McMahon on commentary, at least to my knowledge.
That is strange.
Good night, McMahon. Booyah! Out like a light.
I forgot
that
about
moron.
this.
Nice move over there by Edge.
There are only 3 arenas in the game, none of which are accurate to the television presentation.
At all.
Monday Night Raw never had a staircase in
It did
place
not.
of an entrance ramp, that's for sure. But for another first, we've got the ability to create our own arena.
Why couldn't
the
they
mode
put
is
the
certainly
ramp?
primitive in comparison to
That
what we
is
have
insane
today,
that you
but
could create your
that's
own
to be
arena in
expected.
this.
Simply changing the colors of the ropes and turnbuckle
But this was
pads
enough at
went
the
a
time,
long
like-
way for visual variety back in 1999, man.
This
Let
was
me
big.
just throw this out there, though. On top of being one of the weirdest wrestling games ever, I'd like to also nominate WWF Attitude for being the most annoying wrestling game ever made. Listen to this.
Ken Shamrock can't shake the cobwebs out. Man, this action is hot.
Yeah, this action is hot. Why do they need a vocal every time there's a movement?
Man, this action is hot.
This sounds like that wrestling ring I used to have that made noise when people like, like this what this sounds like.
Nice hold. Ow. Stone Cold with leverage now. Oh, yes. Yes.
Every single match sounds like this. Nobody ever shuts the hell up in this game. It's unbelievable. There's a career mode here, but it's not what you might expect. We're not looking at storylines or branching paths.
That's crazy
or
they had
anything.
pay-per-view mode.
It's just a list of matches. I say that a lot on this series, and it's because it's true.
Look at Val
The
Venus.
calendar, the rankings, the championship belt in question. It's all just fluff. When it all boils down to just being
There's a-
dressing on a menu, and none of it has any bearing on the matches at all, yeah, that's what it is. It's
This
just
is
a
a
list of
BS
matches
game
with a
right here?
bunch of shit around it. We can
I
unlock
don't
new
know,
characters
man.
in this mode, like Mark Marrow.
This might
Sable,
okay. Back in the day, this is a BS game. Now this is too out of date. This is shoot. This is Party Animals.
Jerry Lawler, but what's funny is we can't unlock the Hardy Boys. Why is that funny? It's funny because Matt and Jeff did a lot of the motion capture work for this game. Many of the moves we see performed in the ring, the entrance walks, and more, many of these were performed by Matt and Jeff Hardy.
Wow.
But they're nowhere to be seen as themselves.
That is crazy.
How do you like that? I would be very annoyed if that were me, but, you know, it's not me, so who cares? If you'd like to create your own pay-per-view event, you
Did
can.
they? Well, let me ask. Did they stretch before they did these? Because
How do you like that? I would be.
I could have did a better X-Pac mocap than that. Who was this, Matt or Jeff? It looked like Matt. Look at how he
annoyed
did
if
it.
That were me, but, you know.
That's not X-Pac, man. You got to be more. And they were young men at the time, so they ain't got
If
no
you'd
excuse.
like to create your own pay-per-view event,
Anyway.
you can. And it's just a list of matches, like anything else here. If you're wondering about new match types, there's Last Man Standing, I Quit, and First Blood. We were not quite ready for tables and ladders and Hell in a Cell just yet, apparently. My favorite match to play when I was a kid, for whatever
But
reason,
there was tables in the last
were
game.
stable matches. And now, stable matches aren't a thing in real life, so let me explain. You put together 4 teams of 4. 1 wrestler per faction is allowed in the match at any given time, and when they're eliminated, they're replaced by the next member of their faction.
They should bring this
You
back.
might notice that the health bars drain extremely fast in stable
This is
matches,
SmackDown.
which really helps them go by in a flash. It's exhilarating. I loved to use finisher only as a winning condition. So if you're Mankind, simply applying the mandible claw will eliminate your opponent.
That's crazy.
If X-Pac catches you with an X Factor, you're out of here. It was high stakes. It was me using my imagination. And that's one of the best things you can do with games like this. Now here's where we'll get serious.
Oh
for
yeah,
a
he got to block it
One of
out
the
so they
first
don't get
things
him.
we see when we turn the game
Vince
on
gonna come out of jail
is a
and get him.
memorial for the late Owen Hart, who, as we all know, was tragically killed in an accident in front of a sold-out arena. WWF Attitude is the final time Owen Hart would ever be featured in a WWF video game, and as a matter of
That's a
fact, the
shame.
memorial message was removed from the Dreamcast port of Attitude after Owen's wife filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the World Wrestling Federation.
Oh, that's messed up.
Classy move, Vince. Classy move.
A lot of
Attitude
classy
was
moves by
actually
Vince these
delayed
days,
from
huh?
its original release so that Acclaim could remove the blue blazer character that Owen was portraying at the time of his death. Oh, man. Obviously,
Yeah, like
want to give
she should have fought for him to be in a newer game after this. Because if he was around, he would want to at least be in one other game, like maybe AEW or something else.
give a shout out to Owen Hart. No one has forgotten the King of Hearts, even all these years later. And I don't think they ever will. As you might be able to tell, I don't look back on WWF Attitude very fondly.
Because this game is
I don't hate it.
somewhat of a travesty.
It's fine, and it was interesting at the time.
I would
We had
hate
as
for this
much
to be the
fun as
last
we
game
could
I'm
with
featured
it.
as a wrestler.
But in 2023, it's painfully uninteresting. It's boring to talk about. There's a reason I have focused on what makes this game weird and memorable, because honestly, it's not the gameplay that brings up those feelings.
The Rock
It's
walking to the
funny.
ring like an old
I'm actually
man.
much more partial to Warzone. And I think it's because Warzone was new and exciting at the time. Even with the smaller roster and less to do, it's more charming. Attitude is barely putting one foot in front of the other as far as sequels are concerned. The World Wrestling Federation would part ways with Acclaim Entertainment after the release of Attitude, turning their attention to Aki on the Nintendo side and Ukes on the PlayStation side.
Oh, yeah.
It's a weird technical term that's kind of an insider thing, so I don't know if you'll understand this, but I like to call this type of move really smart. Acclaim would sign a deal with ECW, developing 2 games that were literally
Wow.
WWF Attitude
That's-
clones with an ECW coat of paint. Learn all about these from the link in the description.
Wow.
All in all, Attitude did sell over 2 million copies across every console it released on. And no, I'm not interested in talking about the Game Boy Color port at all. I did not forget, I just don't care. Maybe we'll play it someday, but covering it in depth in a scripted style like this is a waste of time. There's really nothing to it. Some critics loved Attitude, others hated it. Where do you fall on this one? Let me know down in the comments.
I gotta see this.
WWF Attitude.
Yeah,
Get it?
man. The
No, I
AKI and Ukes games.
Oh, there it is. That's my Triangle
On
X
point.
Squared Circle retrospective on WWF Attitude. That's
Oh,
it.
it's just,
I'm done with.
Okay, so this is WWF Attitude. It's just WrestleMania for the NES again. Slick. Is there an intro? Crawfish Interactive. Oh, we're in for a treat, huh? Dude, where's Create a Person, dude? Who? Ooh. This got better music than the PS1 version. We'll stop skipping. Gave him a back massage. Look at this. What? How? Man, slammed him outside the ring. They drew this man with some cornrows. Nope, get back out the ring. All right. I've seen enough. I've seen enough. All right, let's see what's up with some other stuff. What was happening on that submarine, man? Since D-Star was here, you know.
You don't want to get nothing to cook.
See,
You don't want black rolls.
Look, he came through, man. He was coming through with the BS, man. He always coming through, smacking people upside the head.
Where you at?
Look, I had the pan trying to cook him some eggs. This man hit me in the face. I'm like, dang, bro, I'm trying to cook you something to eat. Throwing black rolls at it. Look, knocked me out again. Knocked two people out at once. And guess what? Guess where that got him? Into the abyss. You see what happens? You see what happens? Watch this.
Let's get it, D-Star.
How?
Yo.
It sound like I'm in the water with him.
I just had a heat death.
Yo.
I just had a heat death. I'm dead already, homie.
Bro, there's so much happening. Oh, see, okay, no. How is he still standing? You see that? Did you see that? Right there, I paused it for you. On the point right there in the back of the side of the head. Hit this man. Still moving. Still moving like I didn't just hit him with a tennis racket. Here we go again. Watch this. I'm going to do it again. Wow. He should be knocked out. He is not. He's still moving around. The freaking rocket got to get him. You see that water looks real?
I swung on you by mistake.
If you take a look, it looks like it's bending a little bit.
Bro.
That's a great texture.
All right. Hey,
D-Star
I did
knocking
exactly what you
people
told me to do. You were in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Oh shit!
And then they got smacked by Darius. Man, if you don't get up off me.
Yeah, Rocky.
Jesus.
Oh shit, Dad!
Drunk people the game. You hear him repeat, pizza time.
Okay, here we go with this.
God.
Oh! You better get back up there and swim.
How did that? What? Oh my God.
Come on, Ducky. No. I don't know if you're gonna help. It's gonna be enough for me. Especially how they treated me this round. This junk crazy.
Bro.
Hey man.
You threw me to the dog.
Me and
Woo!
dude. D-Star and Young Sykes was on the team. I thought I was done for. Neff came through with the bomb and said, "Back up." And in a cruel twist of fate for Young Sykes, somehow he is off this mug too.
Somebody getting kicked.
Got him.
Yes.
Bomb. My bomb aim is on point.
Smack this man upside the head.
Chef kiss. Y'all gonna hate me.
Get up there. Don't let the AI player do this.
I'm done.
I'm done.
Get up top. You need to get up top on that thing.
That's right. Be done, Darius.
Just let go and let God.
Well, look at this cat. There's salty boy. Whoop. Makes that beat.
Haters. Haters. Haters.
And they gave it to the AI player. Where's the AI player on this list? Y'all see it?
Hey,
Give us the point. What?
What? How?
the game got to do that. That's how the game got to keep it fair. If it's people too cold on it, they gonna just give it to the AI.
What? We got cheated. Hold on. We got
That was D-Star's B.
We take AIs
Chill,
off.
young Sykes, chill.
That's the only way. That's the only way. That's the only way they be winning.
And if I get the taser, I just start shooting that giant.
I feel targeted, bro.
Nope.
Oh, shit.
Nope. Look at that. Ooh, look at God. Man, so I'm finna throw him off. And then his man jumping off this mother.
What is happening?
You going down with me. If I'm going down, you going down with me.
Boomer, get back in the boat, Boomer.
Get off
He
me,
made me
nigga.
throw it.
That's what's happening. Okay. Get off me! I'm not the one winning.
The AI,
Get off.
dude, the AI
That's
is
what's
like, I want to fight you,
Okay.
man. The shark, I want to fight
Get
you, man.
off me.
Come here, man.
I'm not the one winning.
No, you ain't touching my crossbow. Give me a
AI
crossbow.
player helping this man and stuff.
Oh! Get up, Ducky.
Why are you leaving with the
How you the
crossbow?
AI ain't gonna target the person that's not winning.
I mean, you know, you would think.
Chill, chill.
Oh my God.
Chill, chill.
Sleep,
Wake up, Ducky. Wake up.
sleep. He gonna get knocked out again, bruh. Why he? The characters be just holding on to anything and just knock each other out.
Yeah, double KO.
Anime.
Get off me.
Trying to hit me, boy.
Oh!
What's up, man? What's up?
I got quiet, so I must be at the top of the thing already.
Too many
Yes,
of
I
us.
am.
There's too many of us.
Sleep. Yeah, you can't grab me up here because, dude, the AI came up here to do that. I get up, the AI is like, like, bro, why are you helping this man? That's why you're dumb
Somehow
self.
I'm just getting knocked out. I just got up. All right. Okay. You coming with me, nigga?
What?
Oh my God, it runs him. God, no.
Don't get up. Don't get up.
Bruh.
Ah! Turn around, Ducky.
Yeah, it's a wrap for us.
Goose eyes closed. Yeah.
Fuck.
They be like,
Wake up, Ducky. Wake up, Ducky.
What is even happening?
People are dying. That's what's happening. They ain't getting no what?
Game Boy Color.
Game Boy Color. Game Boy Color got this.
He hit this man, bro.
I don't know, man. Depends who.
Yes. I just hit Chris with a fish.
I'm a duck. I'm a duck.
Oh, fuck you, me, dude.
Give it to Game Boy and AI. As long as Chris ain't getting it.
Yeah, D-Star. Shit.
Dude, D-Star is out of control.
Fuck you, me, dude.
Give it to
Look
Game
at this
Boy and AI.
man. Aggression. Ruthless aggression.
Yeah, D-Star. Shit.
Fucking hate on me. I hate that.
And Neff going through knocking out everybody.
Oh, yeah.
I hate that shit. Oh my God, that bro.
Ducky, wake up, Ducky. Ducky. Ducky, no.
Holy shit. What? I died.
Ducky, no.
Golly. Three folks for one.
I'm about to die too. Shit.
Dude, I know I just died.
Oh, you got hit with that fire. You got hit with that fire.
That five.
What are you doing? He started.
No, dude, kill her ass, man. She's fucking
This
wet.
man here
Not
broke the shit
down
out of
one
this
time.
man.
I don't know.
You jumping me, bro? What the fuck? Get off me.
Wait.
Oh.
I don't care. I don't go. I don't care.
All right, you gonna go back to sleep, Neff.
You going with me, nigga. You going with me, nigga.
You going with me, nigga? All right, H3, have a good night, bro. You be safe, be easy. Be hard, pause. You know, you got to be hard in these streets. Have a good one. Stay
Get
crimson.
that chopper. Get the chopper out.
Oh, my gosh, bro.
Get the chopper.
If this fucker does not
You
get
know
on
what?
top
Just
of
for
this
that
thing.
D-Star, you ain't finna be great and make it. I I got to see
Bruh.
it through my boy.
Boonji's over
How do you
there
drop shit?
knocked out.
Baby making.
How do you drop stuff?
Press the R button again. Like,
Get off me.
no. Press the R button again. Like, when you ready to pick up, whenever you pick up, press it again.
Man, that picked
Y'all
up.
How do you
got
drop
to
stuff? How do you drop stuff?
You know what I'm saying? You like drop, like whenever you pick it up, just drop it. Just press the button.
Chris just told his man how to drop the weapon.
Right trigger.
He's too busy shooting me.
Drop
It
it.
ain't
Drop
dropping.
it. Press it again.
All right, okay.
Throwing fish at me.
my boy.
No.
Who said no? You know what? Just for that, I got y'all.
That is some, dude.
Oh, you just
This game don't make
fuck
no
me.
sense, man.
Just
On the
for
other
that.
video, I was like, this
I'm
game
a
sucks.
dog.
How come I can't grab
I'm a
onto
dog.
anything, bro?
This game
Why can't
gets
this nigga grab onto anything?
a 2.5 out of 5.
Especially when it's time.
Maybe a 3.
You see that?
Because it needs to feel like, I don't mind the BS, the BSness of it, but it needs to feel like better than it does. That's the problem with it. Like when you get kicks, it feels like it's a fluke because so many times you actually do get kicks and they don't like react. So when you actually hit it, it seems like, oh, I'm so lucky because it happened by mistake. When it's like, that should be feeling like I know what I'm doing. Let's see here. Remove Lethal Company. Let's see what's up with game ranks, bro. Fair use.
Gaming always has Easter eggs, but sometimes it's a little more difficult to get to them than others. Hi folks, it's Falcon. The 7 hardest recent Easter eggs that seemed impossible. Starting off at number 7,
Okay.
it's the Dead Space remake, and we're talking about unlocking the foam finger. We're starting the list off, I think, with an Easter egg that doesn't just seem impossible to get. It's literally the name
I
of the
still
mode you
gotta
have to
freaking
beat
get this
to
game.
it. The foam finger, or the hand cannon, as it's officially known, is an incredibly powerful weapon first introduced in Dead Space 2, and the only way to get it was to beat the game on hardcore, which is, at its core, pretty hard. Now, the foam finger is
At
an
its
amazing
core,
weapon
pretty hard.
capable of destroying most enemies in just a couple of hits.
That's interesting.
It's got unlimited ammo, and yeah, it's a foam finger. It's a joke weapon, but the power cannot be disputed. If you want to unlock it in the Dead Space remake, you have to beat the new highest difficulty mode in the game, Impossible Mode, which is something that is unlocked after you beat the game.
Let me guess, you
once.
die
it has
once,
a truly brutal requirement.
it
You
has
see,
a
when
wrap.
playing in Impossible Mode, if you die, you have to either start from the beginning
Ooh.
or lower the difficulty to hard. So you
Ooh.
have to beat the hardest version of the game without dying a single time, which is absurdly punishing. Like, imagine getting 10 hours into this thing and being forced to start over from scratch. Like, getting the foam finger in Dead Space is extremely difficult, and for any other weapon, it wouldn't be worth the effort. But look at this thing. Hard as hell to unlock, but who cares? It's a foam finger gun in Dead Space. It's great. Come on. At number 6 is the Talos Principle
Foam
2's
finger's
Don't Look
easy to kill
Down
people
Easter
with.
egg. One thing I loved about the original Talos
Choke on the
Principle was
phone.
all the goofy Easter eggs. Like, there's tons of them, so even somebody as clueless as me could find a couple. So when I started up Talos 2, I expected more Easter eggs and secrets. So color me surprised that there was really not a lot to find.
place looks
the game
massive.
decided to play it straight this time. So why is this game on the list? Because there are Easter eggs. They're just really, really friggin' hard to find normally. One might say impossible. Maybe the devs intend to bring these Easter eggs.
That
in the
first
game
one is less
eventually,
of.
but right now, the only way.
That first one is less of an Easter egg and more of a like unlock. I don't think that's an Easter egg.
To see the many, many secrets hidden in Talos Principle 2 is to load up the open beta branch of the game rather than the regular retail branch. That's where all the Easter eggs are hiding. If you load up the regular game, none of this stuff shows up. The only way you can find them is to play the beta. So either the devs are really hiding the Easter eggs from us, or more likely they intentionally left them out of the game at first and are planning on adding them later. Don't really know what the motivation for that is, but with the beta branch loaded, there's some good stuff to find, like this Easter egg that's directly playing off the Don't Look Up Easter egg from the first game. If you wandered over by this random cliff in West 2, you'll find this sign that says Don't Look Down, and Of course you do, and all right, okay, I didn't expect that.
What the-
A big cartoon boxing glove on a spring pops up out of nowhere. There's a lot of Easter eggs like this all over the beta. I gotta give credit to guys
They got Easter
on
eggs in the
YouTube
beta.
for going through the trouble of finding all these things. At number 5
That's
is
so
Cyberpunk
weird now. We live in a
2077,
weird
the
world.
Big mystery. So there's been this big mystery in Cyberpunk 2077. People been obsessing over FF06B5 texting on a statue near Corpo Plaza. There was an entire subreddit dedicated to trying to figure out what the secrets of this thing were. And if I really wanted to dig deep into their investigations, we'd probably be here all day. So to make a long story short, CD Projekt has been stringing its most dedicated players along for a while before Phantom Liberty came out. With the 2.0 update and the expansion, all that setup and investigation finally started to pay off, though, revealing a convoluted series of events that eventually unlocks a pretty nice reward for players willing to jump through all the hoops to get. It's one of those Easter eggs that would be nearly impossible
Another
to
one of
solve
those games
alone.
you gotta
The
record,
steps
man.
to getting it are extremely obscure and confusing to solve. It's one of those follow a guide type of secrets. There's just no way someone could possibly figure out these steps within an entire community working together to figure it out. The main steps of the Easter egg are straightforward enough. You have to find this random arcade cabinet in a shack in the middle of a game, play through this Wolfenstein 3D game until you get to floor 52, and then find a secret server room that has its own secret server room. And then there's a random code you
Watch
have to
them
put
like
in
it's
to
in 60
unlock a
frames.
secret level, floor -10. It's a maze that has a time limit. You're pretty much
'Cause it
guaranteed to
is.
fail without a map handy. Complete that, and you'll be able to input a new code on the servers in the shack, and to get the codes for that, you have to find this random laptop in the middle of nowhere with a code that has to be deciphered. See what I mean when I said it's not a figure it out yourself kind of Easter egg? So you put all the codes into the servers, you get a waypoint on the map that leads to nothing. The final trick is that you just have to wait at the waypoint for a while. And when I say a while, I mean a long time, like around 30 minutes. And if you're in the right spot, a cutscene plays and you get your reward. A monster truck, which, sure, why
Cool.
not? Hell yeah. Monster truck? Yes. Thank you. And number 4 is Starfield,
Why they make you go
the
through all
deepest
that for
New
that?
Game Plus variations. One of the most divisive things about Starfield is how New Game Plus works. There are things to complain about, of course, like how it resets all your settlements, but if there's one thing we can all agree on, it's that different variations are pretty great. Basically, the game treats New Game Plus like you traveled into an alternate universe, so sometimes the game actually changes. They never see if you're on actually aren't which give your character on the actual player base randomly generated.
We switched to Remnant.
If the guy's whole deal, the whole game was just
I ain't gonna lie to
sprites.
you.
They were
I'm done with this. I'm done with this. Take those off. What else? I think that's it for today, maybe. What's this? Why did this person make a showcase for The Rock in WWE 13 and released it 8 days ago? I don't understand. Why was this recommended to me? This is the most random thing on my watch later. Get this off of here. I thought this was gonna be a mode or something. It's not what I wanted. Okay, I believe you. I think we're done for this stream. My friends came through and I said, what a dream. Where's my music library? What the frack? Okay, folks. It's being Ferocious Fox Ferocious. Apologies for the lack of energy at the beginning of this. But I need to get on here earlier. So, I'm gonna get on out of here. I'm gonna finish up my watch later somewhere. I don't even know why that Easter egg video was on my watch later, but hey, it was some fun time. Some cool time. H3, thank you for coming through. The Great D-Star, thank you for coming through, popping in, saying what's up, saying howdy doody. H3, you that nigga. And we getting out of here. Speaking first, Fox Ferocious. If you would be so kind, you can support us by liking the channel, liking the video, subscribing to the channel, following the channel, whichever one you're out, and you can also support the show at Venmo and Cash App at Fox Ferocious, or $ Fox Ferocious, shown on your screen right now. So, guys, speaking of Fox Ferocious, live strong, game on, and stay crimson. I did that out of order.